What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to open up the Acura TL headlights so we can go from this to this. You guys ready? Let's go. So I'll be taking you guys along on how I opened up my TL headlights. Basically, I'll be baking the headlights, prying them open, and that's pretty much it. This procedure is for the Acura TL. It may vary for other headlights. There are other methods, like the heat gun method, but this is the best method that works for me. These headlights are my spare sets and are already off the car. And in case you want to follow this procedure, I'll drop a link down below on how to take the bumper off and how to remove the headlights. But please guys, when modding your headlights, do this at your own risk. There's always a chance that something will break. With that being said, let's check out all the supplies I'll be using. First one, some rubber gloves. Rubber gloves will help me not burn my hands after baking the headlights. Also helps me get some grip when I'm opening them up. Any gloves should do, but they will get sticky if you get some rubber butyl on it. Next is a flathead screwdriver. It's going to be used to unclip some tabs, help pry open up the headlight, and also scrape up some rubber butyl. And lastly, a couple of 2x4 blocks of wood. I put the wood blocks in the oven so the headlight can sit on it. Any part of the headlight that is touching metal will slowly melt. That's why I use blocks of wood for the headlight to sit on. And that's pretty much all I use to open up the headlights. Something minor I should mention if you are doing this is wear a shirt that you don't mind getting dirty. Once that rubber butyl gets on anything, it's very tough to clean off. Just a tip. Before we start, I just want to take a moment to say that you can leave all the bulbs intact with the headlight while it bakes. The amount of heat and time in the oven is not enough to damage the bulbs. First step is to bake the headlights in the oven. This just basically heats up that rubber butyl that's gluing the headlight together. Make sure to preheat the oven to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. I repeat, Fahrenheit. If you bake your headlights in 220 degrees Celsius, you will definitely melt your headlights. So make sure it's Fahrenheit. After the oven is done preheating, I put in the blocks of wood for the headlight to sit on. One on the left side, one on the right. Then I'm free to set the headlight on the wood, but also making sure it's not touching the side of the oven, since it is metal and it will be super hot. And now the headlight needs to bake for 7 minutes. I would come back after 4 or 5 minutes to check if the headlight has shifted in any way. While the headlight is baking, this should be a good time to have everything ready for when the headlight comes out. That means have a clean, spacious area to work on, and have that flathead ready. I like to work on those foldable plastic tables since the rubber butyl doesn't like to stick on it. Once the headlight is done in the oven, you have a limited time before the butyl cools down. Don't forget to put on your gloves. It's definitely going to help from here on out. After the 7 minutes is up, grab the headlights and put them on the table. Now we can finally start opening them up. Start by lifting up all the tabs that hold the headlight together. Since this is the second time I'm opening up my headlights, some of the tabs are broken or already up. But that's my fault. While trying to pry open the headlights, occasionally check those tabs in case they connect together again. Start prying them open from the inner side of the headlight, where the fog light housing would be. I usually just shove the flathead in a gap, but not too deep to damage any of the internals. Just enough to get leverage to pry open the headlight. Once you get an opening, the headlight will try to squeeze together again. Use your fingers, hands, and flathead to keep that gap open, and keep pulling and prying with your hands. Once you get to a certain point, there's going to be rubber butyl tearing apart. I use that flathead to scrape and pick up the stretching butyl. This will help keep the butyl from sticking on the internals, because it is really tough to clean off. And also it will help separate the headlight. Keep going around the headlight, picking up the stretching butyl as you slowly separate the headlight. If you feel like you have to pull really hard to separate the headlight, it's a good idea to put the headlight back in the oven for another 2 or 3 minutes. It's safer this way than to risk damaging the headlight itself. Keep pulling and scraping until you get near the end. Near the end, flip open the headlight, similar to a book so the butyl doesn't go everywhere. After you're done, there's a good chance there's butyl where you don't want it. You might have butyl stuck on some parts of the headlight. To clean it up, I would recommend to wipe it clean with Goo Gone and a microfiber towel. And that's pretty much it. Now we're ready to mod the internals. That will be in the next upcoming videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how I modded the internals of the headlight. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.